And of course, it's a Thursday. It's quite vibrant, even though there's clouds in some areas. You can the island now, your mind did shake. Say, not again today. But hey, come on. Whatever happens, rain or sun, we will add to that sun. If it's there, if it's rain, will be that splash of sunshine in your face this morning. It's our Thursday episode of Wake Up Nigeria, and you know how Thursdays are. We call it Artsy Thursdays because we educate, entertain, and bring you the best mix of creativity and fun. The purpose of art is washing the dust of daily life from our souls, and we believe that every Thursday should be a masterpiece. So let's paint this Artsy Thursday with joy, knowledge, and creativity. My name is Mike Messikeno, and of course, MM is here looking just so amazing. MM, what's happening this period? Where is the glow coming out from? Talk to me about that glow.
Mike, what does the Bible say about us being lights?
Oh,
I am the light of the world. So the light emanates naturally through me and from me. Yes. Good morning, people. How are you doing this morning? I hope you woke up feeling energized. And of course, we are here to add that extra spice that your day needs.
All right. That's MM. Chief MM, by the way, and of course my name is Mike Messikeno. If you want to correspond and interact with us, use the hashtag WakeUpNigeria on TVC across our social media platforms on Facebook, X, Instagram, LinkedIn, and TikTok. Now you can also watch us via our mobile app, which is available to download on the Google Play Store and the Apple iOS Store. And if you're watching us on DTT, that's of course your cable, that will be GOTV channel 16, and if it's the terrestrial band, is ultra high frequency, the channel is 49. Now of course, ensure that you follow us if you want to interact with us. Let's get straight into what we're doing this Thursday. We'll kick up the Thursday with birthday shout outs. We will be celebrating you. Now that's one big thing about Wake Up Nigeria. Adela Jamaica and the rest of you, we will be celebrating you.
Everything and more. Hey, everything and more.
And then we also have art display this morning. We'll be taking a look at some wonderful art pieces. Yusuf Lawal, who of course after several years of learning and unlearning in a different practice of arts, decided to journey back to the elementary with a remarkable artistic impression known as the art of Eja. His works skillfully incorporate contemporary paintings and motifs of fishes and other marine creatures. Is there Mami Water also there? Well, what is Wake Up Nigeria without a performance? We have an amazing performance from a talented artist, S5, who will be performing his song titled Ogbonna. Is that Ogbono? I don't know what is happening here, but hey, come on, we're going to have fun. And on tech this morning, we're going to be leveraging the social media and tech tools by another Alex Iheanacho, a brilliant and leading startup lawyer, built a solution that clearly represents a new vision for legal practice with emphasis on client-friendly services in Africa. She's our guest this morning on the show, and we will be discussing IP protection strategies for tech upstarts. And then of course, Akombi Taufik, a published author, multilingual writer, entrepreneur, public speaker, and traveler from Nigeria, currently pursuing a Master of Arts at the Islamic University of Minnesota. His recently published memoir, Everything We Love Goes Away, is a must read. Everything we love goes away. Mary, what do you love? Wow. Now that will be our art, not art now, our book chats today. We will also have a dramatic performance. That's something we don't have every time. Today is the real artsy Thursday. Ajadi will be here to perform. I don't know if the whole cast can get in here, but at least I know he can bring that atmosphere from that particular stage right here to Wake Up Nigeria. That's special effect too. Good morning, Good morning, Mary. How are you doing?
How are you doing?
What's up now? What's in the up and now?
Is this Tony Abraham stuff? It's taking the social media by storm.
They don't release the guy now.
Yes, he's been released. And then, you know, the bullying got to even our children. And I'm like, do people not know that there are boundaries to certain
Yeah, but that's
like,
what started
focus
it
on
actually.
her. Focus on her.
Yeah.
Like, if you have issues with someone, focus on the person.
Someone mentioned something and said, as much as there are arguments on both sides, some celebrities took different sides and all that. Someone mentioned something about Blue Ivy. Do you remember how that girl was bullied growing up?
Still is.
With her father and her mother, and it was very bad. It's the worst I've ever seen.
Ah, my gosh.
Like they insulted, like legit.
They called her ugly.
Oh man.
They called her all
Like
sorts of names.
if I was Jay-Z, now road for the start, they didn't insult Blue Ivy today.
It
But
started
you
with
see,
her hair.
using that
and
as
then
a reason to
boobs.
tell somebody else not to react, we are different. We react in different ways.
Exactly.
You know, but in as much as the arguments on both sides, but it's law now. You cannot just go online and bully people. It's what we're talking about law
Yes.
now. And when there are laws, there are repercussions for flouting or breaking those laws. And if you do break them, I mean,
The thing
we
you
dance to
hear
the
is,
tune of
oh,
music.
you're a celebrity, you should know this comes with the terrain.
terrain.
But not everybody's mental health is the same. Some people can ignore, some people can't. And there's some extreme words that...
We'll talk more about it on our...
Okay,
What's Up
we probably will.
Yeah.
I will bring maybe we should get a beehive to mention this one now. I'm nominating Halima, my producer. But hey, come on, just kidding about all of that. Let's take a look at what the weather will be like for today and the rest of the week. I am Mike Mexicano, the news on Wake Up Nigeria. President Bola Tinubu will be meeting today with organized labor that's barring any last-minute change. TVC News gathered that President Tinubu invited the labor leaders to the meeting, which is on his schedule of activities for today, and is expected to have further discussions on a new minimum wage package for workers. Recall that on the 25th of June, the president stepped down further deliberations on the tripartite committee reports to allow for wider consultations. The committee concluded on 62,000 naira, but organized labor insisted that it would not go below its 250,000 naira benchmark. Now, President of the United States of America, Joe Biden, says NATO allies are committed to keeping alliances strong and will work together to defend every inch of NATO territory. This comes as world leaders attend the NATO summit in Washington to mark 75 years since its founding. Member countries say they have begun transferring F-16 fighter jets to Ukraine to help improve its defense against Russia's invasion. Military spending and policy towards China are also expected to top the agenda of the three-day summit. In the face of the summit, President Biden has faced criticism as calls grow for him to stop his re-election bid. Democratic Congressman Pat Ryan says President Biden must drop out for the good of the country. Then on to sports. Euro 2024, England. Quite an interesting one there for those who love the Three Lions. Oli Watkins, late winner, secured England a place in the Euro 2024 final after beating Netherlands 2-1. Gareth Southgate's men went behind early on but bounced back to level through a controversial Harry Kane penalty. It was a superb strike, rocket into the top right corner.
Ladies and gentlemen, make welcome the one who can make time stand still forever, Mr. Kelechi Amadi. How are you doing, sir?
I'm good, my brother.
You love that intro, Abi.
Yeah. It was great.
Okay.
Thank you.
We try like that.
Thank you.
Now my question, which I feel is a cheap question.
Oh, go ahead.
What does ISO stand for?
That is it. I think I'll drink.
No, you're joking.
I'm not joking.
Kelechi Amadi. No. Shay, you didn't whine me. You're whining me now.
I think I'll drink. Huh? No problem.
Okay.
I've always known it as ISO. I never bothered to know what it means. I know what it means, but I never bothered to know what the acronym is. Tell me the brand of camera that I use, so much so that I even became an ambassador. That's very easy. It's out there.
It's supposed to be,
yeah. I just said, let me give you this one as a token of my appreciation.
Sony.
Drink!
Wait, I'm not done. You did not say final answer.
It's final answer.
You did not ask me if that was my final
You don't
answer.
have any choice again. It's only
Nikon.
how many cameras do they have? My
Nikon.
friend to drink. I gave you a very easy something.
Nikon now.
As the morning
Is
My baby bad, my baby good, my baby all the things I need. Oh, mama, I just shot a man.
You don't need no other body. You don't need no other money.
It's that time of the show where we celebrate you and your loved ones born in the month of July. And of course, we'll be starting off with
Pastor Folashade Olatunbosun Adebisi. July 11 is your birthday, and this is coming from the Maradisa family. Happy birthday to you.
This year you go get everything and more. Hey, everything and more.
happy birthday to Adelaja Michael. The 11th of July is your birthday. You sent this shout out. Happy birthday.
Very well. This year you will have all that you prayed for. This year you will have all that you wish for. This year you go get everything and more. Hey, everything and more.
We're celebrating Adeniyi Akoni, July 10 being your birthday. And this is coming to you from your favorite person.
Who's your favorite person?
Okay.
This year you will have all that you prayed for. This year you will have all that you wish for. This year you go get everything and more. Hey, everything and more.
Happy birthday, Aderemi Junaid. The 14th of July is your birthday, and this is from your mommy.
your day, and I wish you
Zion.
very well. This year you will have all that you prayed for. This year you will have all that you wish for.
Happy birthday to Aishat Adebari Afofo. Your birthday is July 12, and this is coming from your husband. You are so pretty.
You will have all that you prayed for. This year you will have all that you wish for. This year you go get.
Ayobami Akintola, the 6th of July is your birthday. This is from Zion and Oluwa Shindara. Happy birthday.
This year you will have all that you prayed for. This year you will have all that you wish for. This year you go get everything and more.
We're celebrating Baba Femi Dada, July 12 being your birthday. This is coming to you from Senu Moturayo. Happy birthday to you.
All that you prayed for. This year you will have all that you wish for. This year you go get everything and more.
Baba Femi is actually a masculine name. That is so cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
Happy birthday, Bamidele Oladipupo Dosumu. The 12th of July is your birthday. And this is from Olanike Dosumu.
This year you will have all that you wish for. This year you go get everything and more.
Happy birthday to Enoch Anuoluwapo Akibon. July 10 is your birthday, and this is coming to you from your family.
This year you will have all that you prayed for. This year you will have all that you wish.
Happy birthday, Imran Ajayi Iremide. The 12th of July is your birthday. And this is from your mommy and daddy.
This year
Such a
you will
cutie pie.
have all that you prayed for. This year you will have all that you wish for. This year you go get.
Happy birthday to Isaac Tudonu. July 13 is your birthday, and this special shout out is coming to you from the Dosa family.
Wish you very well. This year you will have all that you prayed for. This year you will have all that you wish for.
Happy birthday, Jessica. The 14th of July is your birthday. And this is from Yeyo.
I wish you very well. This year you will have all that you prayed for. This year you will have all that.
We're celebrating Joshua Olumide Araoye. July 10 is your birthday, and this is coming to you from your wife and your children.
You will have all that you prayed for. This year you will have all that you wish for. This year you go get.
Happy birthday, Oriomi. The 13th of July is your birthday. And this is from Tayo. Happy birthday.
And I wish you very well. This year you will have all that you prayed for. This year you will have.
Happy birthday to Sunday Ayoade. July 11 rather is your birthday, and this is coming to you from your very own self, and of course we celebrate you as well.
All that you prayed for. This year you will have all that you wish for. This year you go get everything and more. Hey, everything and more.
Happy birthday to Lulokbe Omo and Jory. The 11th of July is your birthday. This is from Olanike Malumi. Happy birthday,
You will
Mom.
have all that you prayed for. This year you will have all that you wish for. This year you go get.
Happy birthday to everyone celebrating in the month of July. Hopefully we get to celebrate as many of you as possible. Right now, however, we have to take a break. You're watching Wake Up Nigeria. Just stay with us.
Okay, so happy birthday to everyone.
Yeah.
And July, that we're getting into the Leo season, and I always said something that's the only zodiac sign that if I was that zodiac sign, I'll be mouthy, I'll be noisy about zodiac signs because I love the concept of the lion and Leo. All that was, you can imagine Capricorn
What do you
or
mean?
Taurus.
What do you mean?
Somebody
Taurus is
good,
a cool sign.
good head,
Whatever.
human. Come on, man.
Have
What's
you read
that?
the story behind Taurus?
Or Cancer.
The bull.
Or Cancer.
Cancer. Cancer like cancerous. What do you mean?
All right. Okay, you have something to talk to us about. Okay, we can still continue on that discussion here that we started talking about online bullying. There's a Cybercrime Act, and it has been enacted for a while. So it might seem as though there's that side of the argument that celebrities should be able, or celebrities should have a thick skin, sort of, But now, what we know is that, look, if you do that, you are actually committing a crime. It's called the Cybercrime Act Against Bullying. So in this particular situation, it wasn't somebody going to pick the police to subjugate or to oppress another citizen or intimidate another citizen. It was somebody who broke the Cybercrime Act, and in that particular scenario, the person, of course, is liable to the law. That's it. That's the most important thing. And you need to understand, like I said, how it goes down to other things, There was also the talk about the mom being arrested, and then it was cleared up that, look, it was not the mom. It was actually the friend's mom who was, like a mother might be, said, I wanted to be around till the person was released. Not like they held her. They told her, you can't go home, your son is it, and all of that. But the point is that he has been released. And as much as possible, maybe people need to know that, look, what you say online could and can be used against you.
So people believe that they are anonymous when they make posts. You're making a post with your name. Sometimes you say a lot of... No, there are people that actually think they can be tracked because they are using a pseudonym. You use favored guy. Okay, apologies to whoever has that. No, nothing intended. But you use like favored guy, and then you are at 1, 2, 3, 4. Go do it, and then you feel because of that nobody can track you. You are joking. As a matter of fact, there is nobody on social media that cannot be tracked, especially if work is put into it by relevant agencies. So you are not going to get away with bullying. Bullying is a crime. Let's be realistic. You wouldn't like it if that is happening to you, especially, by somebody else. It's easier to dish than to receive. And I've realized that many people pour out their anger, their frustration and everything on celebs, believing that, oh, after all, we are the ones that put you there. You did not put them there to come and be suffering your hate comments. As in, well, even politicians don't deserve that. They are humans. Let's always remember, people primarily...
Not to putting them in those positions. They are not politicians.
So really, at the end of the day, people need to do better. And then coming on social media, that's another thing about social media and people doing the pity parade. He had come on social media, a lot had been said, Toyin did this, so arrested the mom and all, and then later when details started to unfold, it was a different story entirely. Now, how many people have gotten the updated version? That's usually the problem. Exactly. So you should rearrest him again because of that. It will be wahala again.
Yeah, well, they say hurt people hurt people.
Yes.
And you can see it play out in this case. We've had a few trolls come after celebrities. I mean, some time ago it was Funke Akindele. And what is most very traumatic about the whole experience is when they come after their family members.
Exactly.
They go after their children, saying all sorts of demeaning things and hurtful things. And it's really, really sad. Even last week, I was I experienced cyberbullying myself. Yes, so there was a particular post about, so this particular guy was saying to men to avoid girls with infertility related issues, that a lot of young girls now are, either going through endometriosis or PCOS or some, issue, related to fertility or that, so they should avoid them. And then I responded that 2 wrongs, is this the right approach to this matter? I don't think so. I think we should begin to normalize men supporting women.
And then they carried
just and vice versa. Someone came after me and said, "Omo weary."
Hey.
And that was all he said. And then I responded, you could have just made your point without being offensive.
Trigger.
And then he responded with a love emoji. So that is how I decide to approach my issues as such on social media.
Many celebrities will even give you hearts, give you love, that's even the one that will trigger. That's why when you said it, I was like, you've triggered. Look, the way the person probably handled it is different from the way some people will come after you. We remember Mike's own of Mary said Mike didn't even know anything was.
As a matter of fact, there were a couple of arguments. A lot of people are angry. Guys, you need to relax. I know that the economic situation is adding to that, bent up trauma that we've had to experience through the years and anger and all of it. But then I think sometimes we just need to allow that human side of us, show itself. We need to let love lead. And that was my response, across some of, the comments I got.
Mike, why are you smiling?
Let's, calm down.
Why are you
it's not
me?
that.
Why are you smiling? Mike is like,
I'm smiling.
But
yeah, I think all through we've said it all. They've said it all. There's a cybercrime act. No matter how you feel about it, if you go against it, then you're liable to the law. All right?
Let's just be careful. That's it. Let's just be careful. Before you do things, think of how you would feel if it was being done to you.
Yeah.
All right, let's take a breather.
Let love lead.
Right back.
Let love lead, guys.
Doubt and fear doesn't occur at the canvas, it shows in the canvas. It shows the conation of raw earthen material slabbed, stroked and molded at a pace provided by the doubt and fear. Every move way in the struggle of one to the other, merging the past to the present, brushstrokes of colors seen but not known. For when the wailing stops, the pieces settle down in abject beauty erected for a century of a century. Speaking, advocating, protesting as the arts are meant to be.
As the morning light filters in, the Max Breakfast kickstarts your day from the bedside.
We bring you the morning vibe and plenty of ginger to start your day right.
Join us on the Max Breakfast as we help you seize your day one step at a time. On Max Hits, we've got the ultimate playlist for you. We give you back to back.
And all the biggest news from the world of entertainment. Only on Max Hits.
Area, waiting the apple, waiting the shop. Tune into our award-winning waiting the 102.3 Max FM.
Lagos, Nigeria, you're welcome to the Max Drive.
Whether you're there for inside motor, you're there for inside traffic, we're there for you with a Max Drive.
You know what it is. It's the Max House Party. King Dion, DJ Charlie Sheen. Let's go.
102.3 Max FM. Hit music for Lagos.
Now look me straight in the eye.
Ladies and gentlemen, make welcome the grand comedian of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Benga Dainka, the first. OJ right here.
I'm an inmate here, just like you are. Charlie Cruz, conditional freedom. We will now begin this process by review.
Where is Eric?
I was born ready, princess.
I'm Miriam Lunge. I'm a passionate environment advocate and a published author.
I am the founder of Celebration, a businesswoman, and a fashion icon.
I am a wealth coach and a real estate developer.
I am Amako Arakwe. I'm a corporate commercial lawyer and an entrepreneur.
Welcome to Warhaka. I am Ramatu Shehu Oyibo, an entrepreneur and a business coach.
I am the voice of an average Muslim woman, an hijabite, and a lawyer.
I am a polymath and a serial entrepreneur.
I am Muriah.
Not me. One of my favorite dishes of all times, mashed potatoes. And of course, we've got Chef Damien here. Hi, Chef Damien.
Hi,
it's always a pleasure to see you, and that's because of, you know, the sort of, when it comes to cooking for you, I like how you pay attention to details. You know, you do things very meticulously. It tells even, you know, in your, you know, in the articulation of your cooking process. I love it.
Thank you so much.
And this morning he'll be making mashed potatoes with chicken curry sauce. I know, right? Let's talk about the ingredients for our recipe this morning.
All right. For these ingredients, since it's a potato, we need Irish potatoes. Then for the chicken curry, it's not just basic chicken curry, it's Thai chicken curry.
Oh, Thai chicken.
Yes, Thai chicken curry. So have our chicken, our curry, corn flour or cornstarch for thickening, then onions, vegetables, and vegetable oil and ginger and garlic paste.
Ginger and garlic paste, is that in the oil?
Yes.
Because I see it's a bit, it's thicker than usual.
Yes,
okay, I see that. Okay.
Yeah.
Was it grated, blended?
It was blended.
Ah, nice. Now let's talk about what you did to the chicken.
Okay, for this chicken, it was marinated slightly because it's going to be in a sauce, so you don't want it too sweet.
Okay.
So I just marinated it with a little seasoning cube with ketchup and yaji spice.
Yaji spice and ketchup. I'm definitely going to try this marinade this weekend. So I've been seeing a lot of videos that, you know, add ketchup and barbecue sauce, you know, to, you know, marinate the protein before it's being cooked.
Yeah.
And what does that really do for?
That's to build up flavor, because even when making barbecue, you need ketchup.
Ah.
Yes, though on my own recipe though.
Okay.
But basically I've seen where you want to make barbecue, ketchup is the base.
Ah, okay.
Then to give it that barbecue look, that dark shade, they add soy sauce, what they call this?
Oyster sauce.
Oyster sauce and other things to just spice it up, and you get your barbecue.
Aha!
Yes.
I can't wait, guys, and I hope you at home watching, because yesterday I got Irish potatoes. I can't wait. So let's do this. Where do we begin? How do we begin?
Okay, the first thing is to peel this, cut them in bits and boil so that they can quickly get soft.
Okay.
Then we start preparing the sauce.
Our sauce, our chicken.
Chicken, yeah.
Fantastic. We're about to make our mashed potatoes with Thai chicken curry sauce right here in the kitchen. But while we're prepping things right here, let's head over to the couch with Mary.
All I was hearing was chicken, 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 chicken. But it's all good. It's time for us to have a conversation with Ayodeji Ajadi. Now, Ayodeji is a playwright and theater director. And this morning is going to be telling us about his play, most importantly about the journey, which I find very interesting. How are you doing today?
I'm fine. Good morning.
Good morning. It's great to have you on the show. All right, so Ayodeji, when we talk about plays, the first thing that comes to your mind is, okay, the person's background, how the person became a playwright, and then, of course, when you say a theater director, there are certain expectations. How did it all begin?
Okay, I think it started from church, you know, group of young people we just want to showcase, and for me, everybody saw play as a form of escape, but to me, I see more. I like the fact that, you know, you could think of something from the scratch, from writing, then you see it manifest on stage and people are enjoying it. And I like that instant gratification where, you know, people are reacting, the feedback immediately. And
they're excited and they're praising your work. Yeah.
So at the beginning, I was also thinking maybe it's just a kind of an escape route, but for me it's now more that after uni, I'm seeing more light about how theater is actually very important. It's a very crucial form of art, and how in Nigeria we don't really appreciate theater. Well, I think it's quite good, and I'm doing well in it.
Now, your group of thespians, there's a very interesting story about it. How you guys came together. Could you tell us about it?
Okay, I think when it became a kind of serious thing for me, it started from Babcock University. You know, when I was in my second year, and I've been doing drama, like I said, from church. And we go to church, you see people, everybody's acting, doing events, you know, people are acting. And 7 of us came together and, you know, and said, can we actually make this more? And we started. I came from economics, this one is coming from BISA, this one is coming from biochemistry, and before you know it, we started something meaningful that even after school we are still in existence.
Was there no such department in your school?
The only thing that is close to theater is English and literary studies.
Oh, right.
And
so there was no theater department.
Theater.
So you guys just set yourself up.
Yes, we came together
to
and
fill up that space. Wow.
Then every time we have an opportunity to do presentation outside school, to have our stately outside school, people are asking, what theater school is this? And they are surprised to say, none of us is studying theater. Then when it became serious, that people are asking, oh, come and do this for us. We've done, you know, plays with British Council. We've done play with, you know, Lagos Film Festival, big events. Then we just decided, I think we should make this more serious. And now, outside Babcock, we have like a functioning group that day in, day out, we, you know, dish out productions. And in Babcock State, we still have over 200 people.
Wow.
Like in theater. And none of them is studying theater.
And none of them is studying theater. That's amazing.
Doing well at it, yeah.
I'm very curious as to how you guys were able to cope with your studies, because I know in school everybody has different schedules. So how are you guys really able to work that out? I
would say we are as dedicated as thespians. After your class, and mind you, Babcock's classes start by 7. So you might have 7 to 6 back to back.
Wow.
Then immediately after class, from 6 to like 9, rehearsal.
Wow.
You don't have your weekend to yourself, and we are still not failing, because this is what people love.
Yeah.
What people love, and a lot of people, a lot of our group members, they really, you know, the passion was to study theater. The only escape route, the only functioning group to do is just being in that kind of group.
So tell us about your play. What is it called?
The next play?
Yes, the next
Two
play.
Leaves and Turns.
What did you say?
Two Leaves and Turns.
2 Leaves and Turns. Okay,
Yes.
tell us about it.
So it's a law-related story.
Law
and
okay.
romance. So the 2 Leaves is the love aspect of it, while the thorn is the law. How law and love, you know, interplay. And now oftentimes, you know, the law is there, but when, you know, matters of the art are involved, you kind of bend. So how far can you go? How far can you go for somebody you love? How much can you give to make sure that love you are trying to protect, you know, manifest in your life?
Now, of course, you know, especially in Nigeria, a lot of comedy is consumed. How do you balance comedy in your stories? Because I know many plays that you watch in Nigeria, even the ones that talk about really serious matters, to engage the audience, there has to be that bit of humor every now and then. How do you manage to put that? Because I know you're a playwright. How do you manage to put that in your
For me, I don't like weak comedy. That I'm doing this comedy just to make you laugh. So I do more of witty comedy that it might take you 30 seconds or 1 minute to
so it's like, wait, what?
So I hate when comedy is in your face. People do it. If I'm watching a show and I know I'm going for a comedy show, I'm going there to laugh. But when it comes to play, serious play, I don't think comedy is the only way you can pass your message. So it has to be witty, and it depends on the kind of audience we are telling the story to. So if I'm going to a secondary school, you know, to stage my play, and I know this is what we sell, I would do it. But I'm not overdoing it just because I want to make you laugh. Because we do more of what we call social theater, you know, theater for development. There are serious issues, but it doesn't have to be overly serious that throughout the play you are just sad. So there might be a character I'm creating that this is like the comic relief, that okay, whenever you see this person, you know the next thing that will come out of his or her mouth is something funny. Do you get? But I hate comedy in your face. When I'm going for a comedy show, like I said, I'm fine. But so I do more of witty comedy.
Witty comedy.
Yeah.
So how do you put your scripts together? How do you put your stories together? Is it, you take something from the environment, or you are, I'd like to borrow the word straight-jacketed, like this is the kind of stories you like to focus on, or you do all sorts of stories?
We do all sorts, and we have what we call a kind of 3-month plan. So this month we might be doing this 3 months.
Wait, you guys are not professionals in quotes. Like, this isn't what you studied, is what I mean.
Yes.
Yet you guys are like professionals when it comes to doing the business.
We've gone to schools after uni. I've done theater school, I've done film school, I've attended writing classes, understudy people, internship, and I'm not the only one. Other people are doing the same thing just to be in that space. And some of my members are currently in theater school and film school as we speak.
That is so cool.
So the question you were asking about how I
put your stories together.
So what I do is we do what we call like 3 months plan. So for these 3 months we might be doing traditional plays. Then we look at issues that we want to address. Then we look at the best way to tell that kind of story. We look at what people have done. If I'm doing a play about female genital mutilation, what is on ground already? What are the other production houses? What are they doing?
Research as well.
Then, but by the time we are ready, okay, maybe this particular story was told from the perspective of a lady. What if we change the whole dynamic? Because when you look about, female power, it's always been told through the POV of a lady. What if a man is the one telling the story of women? Because so we do more of, this is what is on ground. What can we add to it? Then when it comes to creating the story itself, I take time. I will think it through in my head. It might take me months, but by the time I'm writing, it seems like I'm writing I'm copying an assignment. I have it here, then I just so that's how I come about my
Tulips and Thorns, how do I see it if I want
University of Lagos, 21st of July, this next week Sunday, and tickets are fast selling. We have tickets for regular, we have for students, we have for VIP and VVIP.
Right, we're looking forward to watching Tulips and Thorns. I already like the title, Love and Lord, Tulips and Thorns. Okay. Thank you so much for your time, Ayodeji Ajadi. It's been quite an interesting conversation.
Thank you, I really appreciate it.
Yes, you make me feel like everybody can achieve whatever they set out to do, especially if it's your passion, if it's your dream. Most importantly, be ready to study for it, which is what he and his fellow thespians did. We'll take a break now. You're watching Wake Up Nigeria. Just stay with us.
I'm Miriam Lunge. I'm a passionate environment advocate and a published author.
I am the founder of Celebration, a businesswoman, and a fashion icon.
I am a wealth coach and a real estate developer.
I am Amako Arakwe. I'm a corporate commercial lawyer and an entrepreneur.
Barkamu da warhaka. I am Ramatu Shehu Oyibo, an entrepreneur and a business coach.
I am the voice of an average Muslim woman, an hijabite, and a lawyer.
I am a polymath and a serial entrepreneur.
I am Murayo Afolabi Brown, Managing Director, TVC Entertainment. I'm a media consultant, producer, and broadcaster.
The ladies of your view are made of women from different professions.
It is Chef Damien, yes. And this morning he's making mashed potatoes with fried chicken curry sauce. Right, such a mouthful, but very few ingredients.
Honestly, very, very few.
Very few ingredients. That just basically shows how easy it is to make and affordable.
Yes.
Affordable as
just
well.
Based on the amount of protein. Some people like to add gizzard, boiled eggs, whatever protein you wish to. So just based on your pot.
Yes. So if you missed out on the ingredients earlier on, they're right there on your screen. We have so for this we are using potatoes instead of a basmati rice that you see right there. We have our Irish potatoes, we have vegetable oil, ginger garlic paste which has been infused in the vegetable oil. We have our chicken which has been so well marinated with, what did you use again?
Ketchup, seasoning cube, and yaji spice.
To give it that extra taste. And we have our vegetables here. Talk to us about the vegetables.
Okay, the vegetables, we are using green bell pepper, red bell or tatashi, and carrots with a little scotch bonnet for heat.
Ooh, okay,
Yeah.
I see that. And then we have our corn flour here.
Yeah, and curry.
And curry.
Curry.
What did you put in the curry?
It's curry and thyme.
Curry
Just
and
a little thyme.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Now for Irish potatoes, talk to us about.
Okay, for the Irish potatoes, I sliced, diced in little bits so that it can quickly cook.
Okay.
So once it's done, once I check the softness, you mash it up and mold and get it set aside. And
Okay. Focus on our Thai chicken curry sauce. So that's the chopping board over there.
Okay.
So you can begin chopping onions because I see
But
that
for
you're
now,
about
I want
do
to
that.
saute the chicken.
Okay, so let's go ahead.
Yeah, I need to saute the
sauteing
chicken.
our chicken.
Yes.
Remember, guys, that our chicken has already been very well marinated. So please go ahead.
All right.
And we're going to do that in a bit. So I was talking to Damien earlier on about if using milk and butter for our Irish potatoes, to get it, give it that fluffy, soft and thin,
yes,
look and feel and taste actually. And yes, because the butter and the milk gives it that extra taste, right?
And texture.
Yeah, and then you were saying that.
Yeah, I was saying for it to be on a normal level where everybody can eat, I have to do away with it because of lactose intolerant.
Yeah, some people are lactose intolerant.
Yeah, so even without milk, without butter, it can still go well.
It can still go well, yeah. So he's going to teach us on how to, get your mashed potatoes, make your mashed potatoes actually without, the butter and milk. For those of us who, like quick breakfast. Also, the kids are absolutely going to love this. I think the kids are going to love this. Yeah, because I know I used to make mashed potatoes a lot for my kids.
Okay.
Yeah, and they loved it. Absolutely. They grow so healthy and, chubby. Yeah, yes. So right now our Irish potatoes is cooking and we're about to saute our chicken, which has been already marinated. Okay, so things are still going on pretty well here in the kitchen. Chef Damien is, working it literally. So while we're still getting things ready here in the kitchen, let's head over to the couch for some art display with Mike.
Yusuf Lawal is the artist for today who, of course, decided to journey back to the elementary with a remarkable artistic impression known as the art of Eja. His work skillfully incorporates contemporary paintings and motifs of fishes and other marine creatures. What of Mami Water?
Not at all.
You don't?
I don't.
You don't believe in Mami Water?
I believe in Mami Water.
You believe them?
Yeah.
That's nice. That's interesting. So why don't you incorporate them?
The main thing is something I've not seen before, so I don't really.
But I would think that art can, you can visualize and think about how they would look or something.
And depending on the type of art you're doing.
Okay, wonderful. Great to have you. So, when you say you ventured back to the elementary, what do you mean by that?
And it's just like me taking my art back to my hometown, which is the Oshun Oshogbo type of art.
Okay.
Well,
what type of art is that?
And the Oshun Oshogbo art style.
Okay.
Which, because according to my art journey into art, is kind of a little bit interesting to me, because I see myself as a young boy who almost lost his way home, but along the line I was helped by a man who brought me back into the normal light, because I grew up as a very shy
person. Okay.
So even among my friends, I couldn't even express myself or something. So not knowing I have a particular talent in me that makes everybody recognize me, even in school. So because I try as much as possible to, let me say, join the science class, just to tell them I have something upstairs. So I strive, I read to pass. When I say I read to pass, basically most times in the class, I'm not the best, but I try as much as possible to meet up with my mates, just to tell them, I have something here too now, so you can at least look at my side. But not knowing I have something very, very unique that most people don't have.
How did you find it out?
Good. In school, most times, let me say my teachers, they were, okay, let me take biology as an example. They were, Yusuf, come and do this thing for us. Come and do this thing for us. The main thing is, they are not seeing the potential of me being good in biology. They only see the strength of me being good in what I do, or maybe they ask us, come and do a skeleton or something. So, but I never notice I just want to force myself to be in that science class just to prove to them that
you can do
I'm good. But along the line, I met a man, the CEO of Genesis Art Gallery, which is Yinka Fabayo, at Oshogbo. So he taught me about a lot of things I need to know about art, the practical aspect and the commercial aspect. So, and he helped me to getting my admission into school, where I studied art and industrial design at Lagos State Polytechnic.
Interesting.
Now known as LASUTECH.
LASUTECH, okay.
Good.
Interesting.
So, along the line, after doing all these things, so I understand that, okay, then when I was doing science, I'm striving.
Okay.
But when I'm doing art now, I find it very, very relaxed. I don't stress myself to get what I want. So it's just like me being able to express myself. Even when I can't talk, I can put all my feelings, my emotions, and
express
everything
yourself through art. Look at these beautiful pieces that we are seeing now. Extremely, extremely beautiful. I don't know, I should use the word extremely. But let's talk about these pieces that we have here. There's a timepiece here. There's a question mark on this book. This exact piece we're looking at now. Tell us about it.
The main thing about this painting is I titled this painting.
You have done so many now that it's hard to even find it.
Yes.
Okay, but just tell us the idea, what you're trying to pass across with this painting.
And I'm trying to talk about this painting like in life. Okay, I titled this painting Mystery Book.
Okay.
Mystery book.
I knew the name would come because no matter if you do millions, you still remember when you think about it a bit.
Sure.
Good.
Yeah, I titled this painting
Mystery Book. Okay.
Because something about me is like when you talk, okay, let's take a mystery, anything mystery is something you don't know what is inside. So basically, according to you, the way you look at the painting, looking at the book, you feel like, the face, there's no face there. The book has a question mark. What exactly is this artist trying to talk about? I leave the answer to the person viewing the work. I want the attention from the viewer.
Wonderful. Let's talk about this very colorful piece here that we see by Open Space here. It is extremely colorful. I like the way it looks. What is that painting about?
And that painting is about Gili. Talking about southwestern Nigeria, which is basically like my work, like say Johnny back to elementary. Talking about the culture of my people, how beautiful they look and how vibrant they always look whenever they go for like Owambe party, like everything.
I think we've seen the Ojude Oba, which has made the Southwest, you know, it's not like we don't know, we dress very well in the Southwest, but, you know, that has pushed it even more into the limelight. That's quite wonderful. And you call it, what's it titled again?
This one?
Yes.
Gili.
Oh, Gili, wonderful, Gili, beautiful. It is quite, the colors are striking and remarkable there. They stand out. I love the plethora of colors that I can see there. Wonderful, wonderful. Now, how about these ones that we have here?
Which one?
There's two in front here now.
This one is Siblings.
Okay.
This one. And this second one here, this one, I titled this one.
They have this abstract way, you know, how do you express your art in this way? Because it has this abstract form, sort of, and all of that, right?
Yes.
Is that how best you see to express yourself as an artist?
And sometimes, let me say most times, I leave my canvas blank, which is white.
Okay.
So immediately I go closer to my canvas. Most times I don't have something I want to do, but I let the canvas communicate.
What is that most striking quality that makes you an artist? In the case of, you know, like you started with science. So if there's somebody out there who still doesn't know what they should do, what is that thing that they can look for that can enable them know that, hey, you might have a future as an artist?
And the main thing I would say is, and according to every kid, there is one potential in you which you fail to see. You understand? There's something you fail to see. You need to pay attention to yourself. Just pay attention to it. Don't do it because your friends are doing it.
Okay.
You definitely understand what you're good at. So because, okay, take me for example, like, let's assume I continue to do the science. Fine. I might be working in an oil company or something, but the main thing, I won't be part of the best.
Okay. And you definitely fulfillment will come from it.
It will come from it.
When you draw, what does it do to you? When you paint, when you draw, when you do
it
that,
gives me
what does it do? Wow. If you were not doing it, how would you feel? If you were forced to do something else and you were not doing this, how would that conflict? Would there be a conflict within you?
Yeah, the only thing there is, whenever I see anybody painting, I would just feel like, I think I can do this thing before, but definitely what I'm doing at that particular time is not giving me inner peace. So I just felt like maybe I should do it because I think I can do it. But when I'm doing that, I feel like I'm getting what I want.
Have you ever had an exhibition or plans for an exhibition or something like that?
Yes, I've done, let me say, both home and abroad. I have done two in Italy, and
it's like it's like outside there, they appreciate our art even more than us here.
Yes, they appreciate our arts more, but now we thank God to everything now. Nigeria is becoming to appreciate art more.
I like that. Okay, we are getting to appreciate.
Yeah, we are getting to appreciate art more now.
Wonderful. I like that. Yusuf, here's us wishing you the best. Keep up doing what you're doing.
Thank you.
And see you at the top. Well done.
No problem.
Well done. All right. That was Yusuf, of course, quite with a wonderful story there of how he started as an artist. That's the size of what we have for the first lap of today. The second lap at the top of the hour.
Plenty of ginger to start your day right.
Join us on the Max Breakfast as we help you seize your day one step at a time.
On Max Hits, we've got the ultimate playlist for you. We give you back-to-back.
And all the biggest news from the world of entertainment, only on Max Hits.
Area, waiting the apple, waiting the shop. Tune into our award-winning waiting the 102.3.
And my oh my, such a wonderful burst of colors. There is no better way to start your Artsy Thursday on Wake Up Nigeria. My name is Mike Mesikeno, and if you are just joining us, you've missed a whole big chunk, maybe the best chunk of the show, but hey, come on, we've still got 45 minutes more for you to enjoy on this Artsy Thursday. There's stuff going up in the kitchen. Well, it's mashed potatoes. It's not sweet potatoes, Irish potatoes this time, and is really going up and about it this morning. How far with breakfast? Well, what's happening now?
Yes, I am pretty excited. As a matter of fact, extremely excited about this morning's recipe. Chef Damien, always meticulous as always making sure that the chicken comes together. So what are we doing right now?
So I'm done sauteing the chicken
with
the ginger and garlic and onions.
Okay.
So you just needed to have that toasted side on all the sides. That's when you know that it's ready for cooking.
Okay.
If it doesn't have it, I just try to build up flavor. It's just like when you're cooking jollof, right? They say they want that party jollof, and the secret to that party jollof is the bun.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
So we're trying to make that while trying to saute the chicken.
Okay.
So when you see that it has created that burnt effect, you now add water, seasoning, and allow it to cook.
And then at what point does the corn flour come in?
Corn flour comes in when it's tasting well. It's totally done. Corn flour is like the last thing to just take in.
To just add to it for as a thickener.
Yes, as a
then
thickener.
our Irish potatoes, are they almost ready?
Yeah, they're almost ready for mashing.
So we are going to cook those mashed potatoes till they're really soft.
Yes, till they're really soft.
Then we begin mashing.
Yeah.
We're adding what I'm putting into the mashed potatoes?
Just
nothing, no salt,
just
nothing.
no salt is there.
Oh, okay, we've added salt already,
Yes.
so we're just gonna mash,
Yeah.
and breakfast will be served.
Is there any need for me here?
No, Mike.
Wonderful. That is the most important part.
We don't need no cuisine here. In the
They say, you know, someone once said that even before you see what a chef does, how they look will let you know that this Chef Damian, you have fine dining written all over you.
He does.
And of course, I'll ask a question. Chef Damian, this was between me and MM. Is snail, can you classify snail as part of fine dining?
Snail?
Yeah, peppered snail. Is that
Peppered
fine
snail?
dining?
Yes, it's fine dining.
It's okay. It's okay. Let's move forward. All right. Remember, of course, that you can hit us up on social media at TVC Entertainment _ across Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, and of course X. You can also use the hashtag #WakeUpNigeria on TVC to interact with us. Let's get straight into what we have left on the show this morning. We have a musical performance. S5 will be here to perform for us this morning. I'm looking forward to that one. Barinada Alex Iheanacho is a brilliant and leading startup lawyer who has leveraged tech tools, including social media, to spread what she does, which clearly represents a new vision for legal practice with emphasis on client-friendly services in Africa. Our topic this morning will be IP protection strategies for startups. Kombi Taufik is a published author, multilingual writer, entrepreneur, public speaker and traveler from Nigeria, currently pursuing a Master of Arts at Islamic University of Minnesota. His recently published memoir, Everything We Love Goes Away, is a must-read. Now you'll not believe that even my director shouted, "Everything you love." Ah, man, guy. Now that's quite a book I would want to listen to the author talk about. Let's take a look at what the weather will be like for today and the rest of the week.
Thanks for staying with us, guys. We have quite an interesting conversation coming up shortly. With us is Irene Madubonu. She is the supervisor of the participants from the Copernicus Olympiad, and we have with us here Chizaram Olympiad. She is a participant at the Copernicus Olympiad Mathematics competition, and she's from the Oakwood Secondary School. The Oakwood Montessori School. Yes, you're welcome.
Thank you.
And how are you doing, Chizaram?
I'm doing fine.
Okay, you happy to be here?
Yes, I am.
All right, great. So quickly, Irene, talk to us about what the Copernicus Olympiad is about.
Okay, the Copernicus Olympiad Mathematics competition is an international competition that fosters students the ability for them to appreciate mathematics well. Being an international thing, the children see beyond what they see at their own level, working with other people, because by students I tell them all the time that here in Nigeria we have our way of doing things, and there are other people elsewhere doing it in their different ways too. And we know, of course, that in Asia, that math is known to be quite interesting.
Interesting, yes.
We know them to be the real owners of the mathematics. So we got to know about the competition, the aim of it to bring young mathematicians together and have them work together to embrace the profound realm of mathematics, the multifaceted aspect of math, and have them enjoy it and use it and apply it in their life. So we came in, and our children luckily made it through the preliminary stage, and they're going for the global round.
Okay, did other schools participate as well in the competition?
Okay, luckily for us, we are the first Nigerians to actually take part in this competition. So Nigeria will be, the Nigerian flag will be going up for the first time during this Olympiad in New York.
Courtesy
of the Oakwood Montessori School.
Oh, fantastic, fantastic. So Chizaram, talk to me. What was it like participating in the preliminary stage for the competition?
The preliminary stage was challenging, but I enjoyed participating.
Okay, would you consider yourself a genius?
Yes, I would.
Oh, okay, fantastic. Talk to us how you apply mathematics in your day-to-day life.
Usually, I like to solve problems on math because I know that society was built a lot on math.
Okay.
Like computers depend on math to work.
All right, great. You're so good. How old are you?
I'm 10 years old.
You're 10 years. Fantastic. What are you looking forward to? Because I know the competition is coming up pretty soon. How much have you prepared, for the competition? Because you're going to be meeting with other international students. And you're going to be competing alongside them. So how much have you prepared, for it?
My fellow students and I have prepared a lot for this competition.
Okay.
We've been preparing for weeks now.
For weeks, okay. And let's talk about support from your parents, family members, friends. How has that support been?
Yes, my family, friends, they're all very supportive of me.
Okay. And you're pretty excited, right?
Yes, I am.
Great. So we have 5 students from the Oakwood Montessori School going for the competition. Talk to us about what should be expected. What are the plans you all have put in place to ensuring that they bring this medal home?
Yeah. So the Olympiad is grouped in different categories. We are the elementary students.
Okay.
They have 4 categories. The category 1 for grade 3, 4, category 2 for grade 5 and 6. And these 2 are the ones that concerns us. So we are taking part in the category 1 and category 2. So we have representatives for category 1, our grade 4 students, and we have representatives for category 2, our grade 5 and grade 6 students. Of course, we've been hustling it out. We've been working so hard day and night. We've been burning the midnight. Because being the first time, we wouldn't want to disappoint.
Yes.
We want to make ourselves proud. We want to make
Yes.
the school proud. We want to make Nigeria proud.
Of
we want
course.
to go and come back victorious. Being the first time, we also want the Asians and the other people from the other continents to know that Africa too can actually do math, that we have grown so big to actually be in the competition of mathematics with them.
How did it feel having to pick these students as representatives for this competition? What did it take? What were the requirements? What was it that you were looking out for, in choosing them for this competition?
Okay, we came across the advert for the competition quite short before the preliminary stage. So being a school that demystifies mathematics for the children, in fact, when you say that math is hard, math is this, for those that have mental block for mathematics, our students look at you like, really? Because they see it from other perspectives. It's fun for them. They enjoy it.
I like
they
how you believe in these kids, and
yes.
that is enough. That is enough, because believing in them even gives them, more, hope, confidence,
yes.
to also believe in themselves that they can do it. But quickly, before I wrap this up, Chizaram, talk to me. Have you ever been to the US before?
Yes, I have.
You have. So you're not new to, the terrain and
no
at all. Okay, so you're pretty stoked. Are you excited?
Yes, I am.
Okay. All right. I like you're very stern and you're very assertive. I love it. Wishing you all the best.
Thank you.
Go there and be in it, focus, and win it. Wishing you all the best.
Thank you.
All right. You're welcome. Thank you so much, Irene. And I wish you all safe flights and bring the cup home. Fantastic. And that's it for now. The show continues shortly, guys. Stay with us.
Doubt
He asked a question that was subjective about high life, and he did not finalize his answer about a Kuti question where there are only three of us.
Editor, scratch this part out.
That could have possibly composed the music.
Editor, scratch this part out.
Stupidity is an act of ignorance.
Hey God, Madi.
Was composed by which Kuti?
Femi Kuti.
Is that your final answer?
God, I'm Seun Kuti. No, wait, Femi Kuti.
You said
Femi Kuti. Wait.
You can't be allowed.
No, you've not asked me anything.
Everyone.
You've not asked me anything.
She is a brilliant, a leading startup lawyer that built a solution that clearly represents a new vision for legal practice with emphasis on client-friendly services in Africa. Now, the first time I ever came in contact with her was how she used the tech space, that's talking about social media, to propagate the profession of law, which some might not see as something that you can put out there, but she changed that face, I tell you, and of course she focused on startups, including tech startups. It's great to have you. Barinada Alex Ehianacho. You're welcome.
Thank you for having me again.
You see, so I just want to mention this part here, so that maybe for those who have not met you and all of that, how was it that you got to make use of the tools available via social media to propagate the profession of law, as it were? Even if it's not something that we see people use social media a lot up until, after you now, we've seen quite a number of others and all of that. But how did you decide to hook onto that tech space, propagating your profession?
Okay, I wouldn't take all the credit to say that I was the first to start to use social media.
Okay.
However,
but the way you did it was quite different in your unique way.
yes. So I figured that most of the people I wanted to work and serve were on social media. And there's this thing about marketing, you have to go where your target audience are. So, I mean, for the people I wanted to work with, people who are building tech solutions, startup founders, you most likely would find them across different social media platforms. So all I needed to do was position as the go-to person if you needed to, do anything about the legal aspect of their business. So that's basically
wonderful. And our topic today is IP protection strategies for startups. What is IP protection, first of all?
IP means intellectual property, product of the mind. It's a form of asset. Unlike physical assets that you can see, this is an intellectual asset. And so there is a need to put proper protection measures in place because they easily can be stolen. So the strategies are those things that you can do to secure your intellectual property.
Wonderful. Let's get straight into those strategies. What are those strategies?
Okay, so it would depend largely on what kind of assets you're looking to protect.
Okay.
Right? There is trademark, there is patent, there's copyright, there's design.
Okay.
And beyond those are actual registrations that you have to do. Beyond those, you also have other forms of other strategies that you could deploy. For example, trade secret protection doesn't require any form of registration. And I'm just going to take the time to quickly explain those things I mentioned. So trademark, for example, secures your brand assets, your brand identities, the logo. So this is Wake Up Nigeria show.
Yeah.
Let's just assume that this is the brand name for this particular show. Now this would be trademarked. And when it is trademarked, it means that no one else can have their show and call it Wake Up Nigeria show. Do you understand?
Okay.
So you trademark in the relevant classes. There are different classes. And then there's patent for inventions and innovations. Yes. And then, of course, copyright for musical artists, authors, people who are creating literary works, sound, cinematography, including software development. So, yeah, as a founder or as a startup founder, your IP is like one of your priciest assets that you have.
And from what you're already saying now, it's so wide that it is important that before you even get into the startup, someone should talk to a lawyer like you to understand what it takes.
Exactly.
Because okay, these IPs, are they global? Or are they restricted to maybe your locale? So for instance, if I register something in Nigeria, if somebody in the US wants to use it and all of that, is it global or does it
IP is territorial.
Okay.
Depends on where you're registering it from.
Okay.
And there is something called the Hague system and the Madrid system. Unfortunately, Nigeria is not a member country yet. So it means that if you want to secure your assets in Nigeria, your trademark, for example, in Nigeria, you're only going to get protection only in Nigeria. So if you want to have presence in another country, say South Africa, you would actually need to register in that country.
In that country. The Hague and Madrid, where do they cover? What regions do they cover?
Well, there are a number of countries that are under it, European countries, some African countries are there as well.
All right. Now, there's something you always mention, which you say before even registering a business. I know you talk about it a lot, that you should always, you should talk to somebody or talk to a lawyer before you get into a partnership.
Did you see my post yesterday?
I don't know if it's yesterday, but you always talk about it quite a lot.
I put something up like that yesterday too.
Does it also affect things like this? When two people come up with an idea and we're just talking about it, You know, because we've heard that thing that one person went to start up something is something that two people spoke about at the beginning,
yes,
and you know,
it's very important. See, before you even jump in to say, I have this idea, I think you should know about it. There's something called NDA, non-disclosure agreement, or confidentiality agreement.
So both of us should sign. If me and you want to start up something now, we should have that NDA.
So it depends on if I am the one who has the idea, I'm the ideator, I'm the one who is trying to talk to you to come on board. But I'm not sure. It's about protecting yourself. And when it comes to business, you can't afford to be sentimental about it.
I like that.
Right? So if I suspect or if I feel that there's a need for me to secure my interest, because I mean, at the end of the day, it's like a relationship. It's called talking stage of building a startup together. So we might be having a conversation and then we will not just click enough to go further. And I may have shared my IP secrets with you. So there's a need to want to insist on, okay, please do this. But then again, it depends. There's no straight answer to it, to be honest, because it will depend on the facts.
Because this, we've seen this happen a lot with businesses. Somebody says, that's e-commerce or one thing, when someone started, it was me. We sat down in a room and we did it together. So what they could have done is that if they had an NDA or anything,
they could have protected themselves.
I
will protect the idea, yes.
In those particular scenarios.
Sometimes we're so excited to just start.
I'm telling you.
With social media and storytelling, people are already sharing their trade secrets and everything online.
So much.
Yeah. And so that affects the degree of protection they get, even when they now decide that they want to protect, maybe do a trademark or maybe get someone to sign an NDA. It's already an open secret out there. Wonderful. And it defeats the purpose of protection.
Wonderful. While you're already here, I'm already getting reports that there are a lot of people that want to talk to you. This is quite expository. I think we might continue on this when next you are here, because if people knew about things like this, we might, had I known. Had I known.
Yeah, there would not be much of had I known cases.
Thank you so much, Brianna Alexi Henacho. It's always a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you for having me.
While you're seated here, of course, we have an amazing performance for you from a talented musical artist. And S5, how are you doing? All right, talk to me about the song you're performing.
The kind of motivating song and a good vibe and good energy. That's inspiration behind my songs.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Yeah. All right, Ogbono, that's the song, right? Yeah. All right, take it away and give us that performance now.
Okay. Ogbono.
I'm Miriam Lunge. I'm a passionate environment advocate and a published author.
I am the founder of Celebration, a businesswoman, and a fashion icon.
I am a wealth coach and a real estate developer.
I am Amakora Kwe. I'm a corporate commercial lawyer and an entrepreneur.
Barkamu da warhaka. I am Ramatu Shehu Oyibo, an entrepreneur and a business coach.
I am the voice of an average Muslim woman, an hijabite, and a lawyer.
I am a polymath and a serial entrepreneur.
I am Murayo Afolabi Brown, Managing Director, TVC Entertainment. I'm a media consultant, producer, and broadcaster.
The ladies of today we have Akobi Taufik, published author, multilingual writer, entrepreneur, public speaker, and traveler, and is currently pursuing a Master of Arts at the Islamic University of Minnesota. His recently published memoir, Everything We Love Goes Away, is one that we'll be talking about this morning on Wake Up Nigeria. Good to have you in the studio with us.
It's a pleasure.
Absolutely. This book is dark, it's deep, and it's so many things rolled into one. What inspired Everything We Love Goes Away? What inspired it?
The inspiration behind this is that I feel like everyone has a reason to be heard. Everyone wants a sense of belonging. Everyone wants to have asylum at the point where, you know, talks about love, talks about success. These are things that people romanticize, that people want to have. But then when it's about heartbreak, people do not want to listen. And then people who go through these issues, this despair, really crave to speak it out, to have people listen to them and be heard. So that is, in a nutshell,
So when someone sees the book, the first thing they see is, oh, dear X, dear this. But then when you delve deeper, you begin to see other things that make you go, what was running through his mind? Because you could see from a female perspective sometimes, you could see from a male perspective sometimes, and sometimes you could just see from someone who is in pain. Take, for example, the first one, love is a force not to be forced.
Yeah.
It was, I would say it was a model of so many things. I feel it's something that I would probably have to reread to consume it better, to read better, understand it. What was that one particularly about?
I think what you said just now reminded me of the things that I get all the time when people review my books and they're like, I have to read this over and over and over and over. So like it's a beautiful thing. I think people should know when you're in love that even despite the fact that this person is beautiful or we have a beautiful relationship, it's not a must that we have to work by all means. So you need to like take a lot of things into account. This is a lifelong relationship. Are you sure you can deal with all of the scenarios, all of the things, the realities that are surrounding this?
And then there's this one of the boobs, I think. Yes, that one that talks about, curves and boobs, cursely blessed.
Yeah.
That one about somebody who everyone admires for the great figure, yet wishes people would see her differently. Why did you decide to talk about that in the book?
The thing is, like, across all of my publications so far, the same thing for Honeyed Butterflies, my debut publication. I talk about feminism, I talk about all of those things because I want everybody to be heard. Like, I recently performed this piece at an event in Ibadan, and then, like, a lot of people could narrate their experiences, women and men. And that, in a way, gave me a sense of fulfillment that objectification should not be in existence. It's a dilemma. It's something that should not occur to anyone. So the more we speak about these things, the more people who are oriented about it, and they should stop doing those things. They should stop making people feel uncomfortable in their body. This is a gift. Their existence is a gift. It's a beauty. It's not to be a sex object or to be objectified by any means.
But there's a lot of anger in the Dear X. There's a particular Dear X, I believe it's by Blessing, who wished evil upon her ex. Now, you know how we talk about, okay, when people move on, it's always a good thing. Yes, you might not get back together, you don't have to be friends, but wish each other well. Why? What was the story behind that? I feel like there was a story behind that particular one.
Yeah, this is somebody who she shrinked herself a lot in the relationship. She had dated this person for a long period of time, and she had envisioned her whole future, her whole career around this person. She began to adjust so many things to the point where she lost herself completely. She's not herself. She's only taking dictations from this other person that she's in love with, and just for an end game of, I want to spend the rest of my life with this person. And then the sudden heartbreak comes, and it comes in a very unexpected manner, and it's a lot of drama around moving around it. So this is somebody that Blessing would never forget, and she never see herself healing from that hurt. So that's the reason for the course and all of that.
The forward was talking about the exact incident that made you decide to write this book. You're speaking to someone in a hospital. You came in for diarrhea, and then the elderly man was trying to like speak to you. Unfortunately, you couldn't really understand what he was saying because he was speaking in French. And you said that moment was what influenced your decision to write this book. Tell us more about that.
Yeah, the thing is, you know, certain times in our lives, we know that this thing, I have to do it. But then you haven't gotten that prompt or that incident that would say, okay, this is the time. Because as at 2018, I was depressed. I was out of love. I was heartbroken. I was depressed for a long period of time. And then I knew I wanted to write about it. I wanted to write about heartbreak. I wanted to desperately talk about this thing. I have a mic, I have a pen that I can speak. And when I speak, I'm not speaking for myself. I'm speaking for a whole lot of people that are experiencing the same thing. So I knew I wanted to do that. Right until that encounter with this elderly person. And then he was able to speak with me for that maybe 10 minutes. And he was able to express himself, despite the fact that I could not understand what he was saying. But then he felt a sense of relief after saying all that he said. And I was just able to muffle with just a few words to kind of comfort him in French. The little words I understand, I could just probably comfort him. But then it's not about the words I speak. It's about him having the avenue to express himself. So for me, I feel like there are a lot of people that are going through trauma, going through pain. In the book, you see a picture of a mother who lost her child. There are stories along that is happening day in, day out. But then people do not get to hear this. People do not get the avenue to speak about the pain, to speak about the trauma, to grieve out, to see people who accompany them in this journey of grief. We all grieve. We grieve differently. But then when you know that you have people who share the same story as you, who share the same heartbreak, who share the same pain as you, somehow your burden becomes lightened and becomes softer for you. So that is like what prompted the decision to start writing.
Writers tell the stories of several people, make a book out of it. However, one thing I've learned, and life has taught me, is that every writer also tells their story in between some lines. They might not tell their entire story in it, but there's definitely one or two or maybe even five that are your personal stories. In this book, which of them are your personal stories?
I believe this is a trap. It's a trap.
Because I have a feeling you are blessed, but it's okay. Which of them is your personal story?
I think there are many, and it's just like my stories scattered in between those letters.
Yeah, I could tell.
So in different part of the letters, and then it's like, most importantly, it's not about me. I believe this is a selfless work, and I find joy and fulfillment in the fact that people could relate with it. I really feel happy when people reach out to me and be like, it felt like you're talking about me. This chapter speaks to me so well. It felt like you had me in mind when you were writing it. That's what I want to hear.
What an invasive answer. Which one is you? Like, which one, yes, there's the artistic influence, but which one is you?
There is a piece that says, Dear Nifemi.
Dear Nifemi. That was her name? think Dear Nifemi was here. Okay. All right. You know what? Let's head to the kitchen for breakfast.
All right.
Okay. And as we're having breakfast, you tell me more about Dear Nifemi. But Nifemi was her name, right?
I'm not sure.
Okay. We're heading to the kitchen now.
Welcome to the kitchen. And this is Chef Damien. And this morning he's made for you mashed potatoes with Thai curry chicken sauce. So you want to dig in?
Let's see.
Yeah, the mashed potatoes was made with a lot of love. So enjoy.
And everything we love goes away.
Exactly. Everything with this is with love. It's going right into your tummy. Exactly. Okay, so that mashed potatoes was, I tasted a bit of it. It's really, really good.
Just a bit?
Yes, just a bit.
I'm looking for Dear Nifemi and I can't seem to find it.
Who's Nifemi?
Of the piece. It's just like the
because I know I saw it, so I've been. I know it's not.
Who's Nifemi?
Yeah, tell me the name of that particular one now.
This is nice. It tastes really good.
Okay. You don't want to tell us who Nifemi is?
The characters there are
fictional.
So
okay.
No,
it's okay. No problem.
But
kindly
the
taste the chicken sauce.
Is that Nifemi shattered his heart, and the pieces are still being picked till date.
Maybe those are the pieces on the cover of the book there, Mary.
Yes, those are the pieces. Can you see the fact? See it. So this is what Nifemi did, but Nifemi is still burning.
Yeah, right there.
But she's shrinking small. Meanwhile, he's focusing on his food. I will not say anymore.
All right, Chef Damien, thank you very much.
I hope you enjoyed it.
Of course, it's a very nice.
Great fine dining.
Nice.
And of course, I'll be looking forward to having my snail since Chef Damien has already settled that beef.
Whatever,
Mike. Tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.
Now you can catch up with your favorite programs on TVC. Log on to